everyone, I am Chestic44, Ascendant Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Greedfall, the Dying World. Last episode, we went and handed the tablet into the Devesks, and then proceeded to give our crew a bit of an upgrade, or what upgrades we could, and now we're good to move on. Anyway, let's see if any of our companions have anything to say. No, I am talking to my companions to see if they have anything to say.
Hey, I'm always happy to take a break for a little chat.
Ask her how she feels about returning to Tier 4D.
How do you feel about returning to Tier 4D? This time as the head of your own crew.
Oh, I am proud and happy to be steering my own ship towards your shores this time. And I promised, didn't I? I had to take you home, whatever it took. But I must admit that the idea of leaving you there and never seeing you again saddens me. We've been through so many adventures.
We'll see each other again.
Don't be sad. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Our bond has become too strong to be broken. You'll come back to see us on our island, and I'll show you some of my favorite spots.
I would really like that. You know, you really are unique. You always know how to remove my doubts and worries and offer me new perspectives.
Alright, more reputation with Alvida.
The next time we talk...
Okay, next up. Let's head inside here for a minute. Let's see, Sophia.
Have you come looking for wisdom?
I have nothing to talk about with her.
I
Alright.
need to go.
Of course.
And Fausta, you have something to speak about, it seems.
I'm pleased you came to see me. There's something I wanted to ask of you.
What is it?
You know that I was banished from my country as a result of something I did when I was very young.
Oh, is that
If I
why?
ever hope to see the spires of Mont Augur again, I must redeem myself in the eyes of one man in particular. An abbot. He's hard and strict, but I believe him to be a just man. My brother saw him in Peren recently and told me that the abbot is now traveling as a missionary. He is apparently leading the mission we helped finance for the refugees from Duton. I would like to seek him out and make amends. Apologizing is not something I'm used to doing much, so your presence would be a great comfort to me. Would you come with me to the border?
We'll take care of that
I'm
later.
sorry,
I just want
Fausta,
to talk
but
with
I've
everyone
already
else
got
first.
quite a lot going.
I understand.
Nothing else to
See you
speak
later.
about there. Alright. Okay, Nilan.
Pure tear tomat, my friend. What can I do for you?
No, nothing to
Good
speak
boy,
about.
Nilan.
Good boy, Corans.
Alright. Next. Till, you have anything to say? We never got a quest for you.
Hello.
No, nothing worth you. Interesting that you never
Good
had a
boy,
quest.
See you soon.
Okay, Ludwig! You have anything? Doesn't look like it.
I'm always here for you. What do you want?
Nothing to talk
Good boy,
about.
Ludwig.
Bye.
And finally we have Sybil.
Incredible. You must be reading my thoughts, my dear. I was in fact hoping to have the opportunity to speak with you.
We haven't had a quest with you
What
yet.
is this about?
You might have remarked that we've been the targets of frequent attacks.
Yes, I
These
have.
groups of hired assassins practically breathing down our necks wherever we go.
They are difficult not to notice, indeed. Do you know why they're after us?
They're after me. In fact, it all started when I was still on assignment in Alima. At first, it was just child's play. A poisoned cup of tea here, a clumsy person attempting to stab me in a dark alley there. But the attacks became more and more troublesome and dangerous. I began to fear for my life. It was partly for that reason that I didn't hesitate when given the opportunity to join our little adventure, and accepted to help our friend Alvida. I thought that by being always on the move, I would escape these attacks. I was wrong. as you've been able to see.
Forgive me this question, but aren't the assassins your own family's henchmen?
My family uses them often, that's true. But anyone can hire them to get rid of someone. However, I wouldn't be surprised to learn that the person who placed a bounty on my head shares my family name. Since we are in my uncle's good graces, I would ask him for his official protection.
Is he truly capable of doing something about this? After all, you are already a Vesp, and that hasn't stopped the assassins.
That is true, but believe me, there is a difference between simply being a part of the family and benefiting from the prince's official protection. If His Majesty Alexandra de Vespe announces that I am his protected ward, the assassins will think twice before attempting anything against us again. I would, therefore, if you accept, like you to accompany me so that I might present this request to my uncle. Going there alone is a little too risky these days.
You know what? Sure, let's do your quest.
Let's go now. We need to settle this business as quickly as possible.
Thank you. I need to warn you that we will certainly be asked for something in exchange for this. But our survival, alas, depends on it. At least for as long as I travel among you.
Oh, we can ask her a question. Whether she will return to her position as legate of the congregation.
Now that you're once again in the prince's good graces, do you intend to resume your role as a diplomat for the congregation?
Do you wish for me to leave, or does the idea sadden you? I hope it's the second answer, because I'm sorry to say that I don't plan on leaving your party anytime soon. I happen to enjoy your company very much.
Well, did you miss your... Do you miss your job?
I was asking you because I wondered if you missed your previous job a little.
Sometimes I get a twinge of nostalgia when I think of the wonderful parties I was invited to, or the pleasure I had in crossing diplomatic swords, all with subtle words with other legates and negotiators. These are only momentary regrets. It's lovely of you to worry about how I feel, but I assure you that I'm very happy to be by your side. I don't think I've ever had so much fun.
I imagine so. Hey, Sybil is nice.
Good boy.
See you later, darling.
Alright. Well, oh, we can talk with her again.
Thus we are descended from the ancient kings of Astria. It's a funny feeling, you know.
What does it change? We all descend from someone, whether it be a king or a simple hunter. What does it matter?
Your heart is far too pure to understand the fascination for ancestry on this continent.
Okay then,
Good
we
boy.
can leave.
See you later, darling.
Okay, moving on. Let's take the warp back. We'll take her, and we'll take you, and... yeah, let's take Till again. Even if you do have that ridiculously silly headpiece. Alright. Now we just have a simple enough task. Oh, we're already here. Perfect. There does appear to be a note in the aviary, but we'll deal with that later. For now, back to the palace. Okay, and now we need to head back up to the throne room. Head on over to here. And I'm just going to activate that. There we go. Now, we must speak, Prince.
You're back. What can we do for you?
Let Sybil ask for the prince's protection.
Sybil, do you have a request for the prince?
You're quite right, my dear. Uncle, I request your official protection.
My dear Sybil, I find you submerged in agitation today. You who are usually such a ray of sunshine. Whatever makes you think that you're in need of my official protection? Could it be that someone pushed one of their infamous farces a tad too close to the sinister or macabre?
Something like that, yes. It just so happens that hired assassins have been after me, and now also my companions for the last few months. And I'm afraid that despite my talent for foiling nefarious plots and the exemplary courage of my companions, they might very well succeed in their endeavor. Someone has placed a bounty on my head, and you know better than anyone what that means.
Quite right, my poor little dove. Nothing would please me more than to officially proclaim that you are not only my most beloved niece, but that you are also under my protection.
But...
However...
Ah, you read me like a book. Come now, certain concerns merit more secrecy than others.
We will follow you.
Okay then. Into your private quarters.
We'll have a little tranquility here.
What sinister service are you preparing to ask of us in exchange for your protection, Uncle?
Come now, Sybil. Your imagination runs wild. It just so happens I have a problem. Someone is conspiring against me. It's nothing out of the ordinary. I've grown accustomed to it. But I fear that this time I might leave a few feathers behind. I'm almost certain that it concerns one of my mistresses. I could eliminate both of them, but who would then bring cheer to my nights?
Oh dear.
Your aunt, as you may not know, is a dreadful bore. Oh well. Find the guilty party, discover what's brewing, thwart the nefarious conspiracy, and I'll be happy to offer my official protection.
We shall take care of this, dear Uncle.
Marvelous. But I imagine you have questions for me.
Oh, politics. So, how did you come to suspect your concubines?
How did you ever come to suspect your concubines? Excuse me, your mistresses?
Several of my personal documents started disappearing. Nothing incredibly sensitive, but that began to arouse my suspicions. And quite recently, one of my spies at the Dorsays reported that a woman from my entourage had approached them. My wife is... let's simply say that she is inoffensive. And I trust my daughter Aurelia blindly. I don't have any other women in my inner circle other than my two favorites, making my deduction quite simple.
Why are you entrusting us with such a sensitive mission?
Why entrust this mission to us?
Well, because my dear niece asked me to.
No, forgive me, that is not what I was wondering. There must be other people more adept at investigating the lives of your concubines.
I would like this affair to be kept under wraps. The slightest sign of weakness, and I am done. My dear little Sybil will say nothing because she needs me. And the same is true for you as well, if you ever want to see your homeland again.
Noted. So, why do you not award his your immediate protection?
Why not offer your niece your protection immediately? She could be killed while attempting to get to the bottom
Okay,
of
this
your
is actually a
troublesome
pretty
affair.
obvious answer.
She has you with her. Make sure that she survives until then. As for the rest, I believe that most people need incentives to better carry out their missions.
Yeah.
We shall begin immediately.
Well, if you have no other questions on the matter, let's return to the Great Room.
Okay. Find out which concubine is conspiring against the prince. So there's one in the Grand Hall and one in the interior courtyard. Well, the courtyard is nearby. We can check there easily. Valusa.
Yes? What do you want?
We would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Do you know to whom you're speaking? I am one of the prince's favorites, not some domestic servant that you can bother at will.
We know very well who you are, miss, and it is precisely for that reason that we would like to speak with you.
I recognize you now. You are that group of adventurers whose expedition to Tir Fredi the prince has decided to finance. And you're a de Vespe as well.
Sybil de Vespe, the prince's niece, at your service.
Very well. I'm all ears. But please be brief.
Okay. How long have you been a favorite of the prince?
How long have you been the prince's favorite?
For 2 years. I am currently the mistress who has been with him the longest.
The one who survived the longest, you mean?
That is true. There were others before me, but alas, they are no longer of this world. Unfortunate accidents. Tragic. Why are you asking me all of these questions? They are putting me ill at ease, I admit.
What do you think of the court?
What do you think about the prince's court?
If I thought ill of it, I would no longer be here. Everything carries on marvelously. I do not know what you hope to hear me say.
That it's a nest of vipers and assassins where one risks death at the slightest misstep every single day.
You must have left the court long ago, Lady de Vespe, because I assure you that today, your description is quite inaccurate. You have quite the imagination. Now, if you would excuse me, all these questions tire me, and I have much to do. I wish you a good day.
We didn't
This
get to the
woman
third
avoids
one.
the simplest of questions with the slippery agility of an eel. I'm ready to swear that we hold before us our traitor.
Her behavior does warrant suspicion, that's true. But we need to learn more before judging her guilty.
Very
I agree.
true.
We need to be absolutely certain.
The prince's favorites have rooms in the palace. We need to visit hers. I hope we'll find some proof there that can confirm our suspicions.
Alright, we'll check those personal quarters soon. I would ask the other person, but apparently we can't right now. Oh, the quarters are upstairs. Well, we have a bedchamber here to look in. Nothing in here. Must be the other one. There we go. Velusa's journal. This journal recounts the adventures of Velusa, a concubine at court. As the pages progress, the author admits to a growing fear for her life and seeks a way to protect herself. The last entry mentions a secret office. I'm now convinced that there's a secret study in the throne room. I believe that the mechanism to reveal the entrance is hidden in one of the vases displayed near the throne. All that remains is to work out which one. My best option is to search at night. The ruffians guarding the throne room leave after midnight. Best of luck, Velusa. You'll soon be far away from this wretched place.
Our dear favorite has something in mind. She just hasn't yet carried out her plan.
We should verify for ourselves if this infamous secret office exists, and take a peek at what may be kept there.
Oh, I am very certain that it exists. This is not the first time I've heard talk of it, and I am in complete agreement. We should...
Oh!
We could wait here until midnight strikes its bell, so that we might search for the location of this infamous secret office.
Yes, let's wait until midnight.
It's time. If we want to discover what Velusa was looking for, we must go to the throne room now.
This is likely to be something of great interest.
Oh, I'm sure you'd think that, Velusa.
I don't see any furniture that could be hiding a door. I wonder where it could be.
If we're to believe Velusa's diary, we will find it by pivoting various decorations. Knowing my uncle, he would have chosen an object that couldn't be accidentally triggered by some curious person perusing the room.
I can't do anything with this.
Okay, it's not that vase.
I don't see how we could use this.
Not that one.
There, look! It's opened.
Let's quickly search this office.
Ah, there we
I have a feeling that
go.
my uncle has a great deal to hide.
There's a chest here I can use. Anything good in it? Ooh! Treetop Sentinel, a better bow. That would probably be good. And Sawtoothed Longsword of Tirfadi. I don't think this is a better one for you. I mean, you do have... Yeah, it's not better. I mean, it's slightly more magical to... No, it's not better. Let's see what we got over here. This letter, signed by Prince Alexander of Vesp and addressed to a high-ranking dignitary of Ptolemy, reveals a series of measures, secret agreements, and sinister plots in the form of a contract intended to ensure the preeminence of the Vesp family over the congregation, to the detriment of the d'Orsay family in particular.
Your uncle should never have signed this letter.
Yes. If this agreement were to be revealed, the only course of action would be to abdicate, and quickly. No one in the congregation would forgive him for having thought to sell out his neighbors simply to gain support against the d'Orsays.
Concerning.
What the... How did you get in here?
We followed your instructions. They were rather precise.
And so you read my diary? I would have done better to burn it. I beg you not to reveal to the prince what you've learned. He'll have me killed.
That's a fact. But why did you want to betray him? I can understand that being the favorite of my uncle would be unpleasant. But from there to wanting to provoke his downfall...
Because he would have eventually had me killed. I could tell that he was beginning to become bored with me, and when that happens, we simply disappear. As for me, I just wanted to survive. To use the secrets he keeps to buy my protection. Just like your parents did for you.
What are you saying?
Pardon?
You didn't know. Here, read this letter. Perhaps you'll be less eager to denounce me after reading it.
This resembles my mother's handwriting. How is this possible?
To my esteemed kinsman Alexander de Vesp, Lord and legitimate Prince of Peren, Agrippa and I are very much aware of your desire to make our daughter Sybil your favored concubine. However, we'd remind you that a position as legate of the congregation has recently become available in Alima. You know how crucial it is for our magnificent city to protect its interests and those of the congregation vis-a-vis of foreign powers, and to prevent the d'Orsay family from doing the same as much as possible. There's no doubt that they're already aligning their pawns to obtain this position, which is so important to us. Please be aware that we've therefore undertaken negotiations to ensure that Sybil is selected, and our efforts appear to have been successful. She's now well placed to obtain the position. You must realize that it's too risky to give the d'Orsay free rein, and that there are no more suitable candidates than our darling daughter to represent your interests, and more importantly yours, in Alima. Respectfully, Agrippa de Vesp.
I'm sorry, Sybil.
I'm fine. We'll talk about all of this later.
Well, that's concerning.
If I were the prince, I'd be sleeping with one eye open.
It goes without saying. I ask myself why he would ever keep such a document.
Sybil? Are you all right?
Yes. Forgive my sudden silence, but the letter from my parents has upset me. I didn't expect such despicable infamy. To the point that I'm wondering if we shouldn't return the document in question to my uncle. I know that he is financing our expedition, and that we will have to return to him and invent something concerning his favorite. But I believe that I would be better off seeking the protection of the d'Orsays. I am certain that they would grant it if they were given such a document.
Oh boy. Freaking politics. I'm going to tell her that the prince should protect her because she knows his secrets.
I understand that what you have learned is extremely shocking, but the document that we found puts us in a strong position. I doubt that he would dare reiterate his advances from now on. and he must protect you if he doesn't want you revealing what you've learned.
It's true. But I must admit that the idea of hearing him call me his very dear niece another time disgusts me.
Yes, that is true.
Oh well. We can think it over on the way.
Nothing obliges us to tell the prince the entire truth, but you will have to report something. Might I remind you that he is financing our expedition?
Very true. Alright, well, we shall go and speak with him. It is his document, his information. We'll do it. It is concerning that he's pulling a, whatever it's called. Alright then. Prince.
You're back! What can we do for you?
Give him a report about his favorites.
As you asked, we have undertaken an investigation of your favorites.
And? Were you able to identify which one is preparing to betray me?
We don't know anything about the other one, so we can't say. I'm sorry, we're going to denounce Velusa.
I am sorry to inform you that Velusa is the woman who has decided to betray you.
Velusa? I knew it. Do you have proof of what you're telling me?
We found a diary in which she naively detailed her plans. It consisted simply of stealing sensitive documents in order to buy protection from the Dorsays.
It was extremely imprudent of her to write it all down on paper. Now that I have proof of her treachery, I can take action. The minx disappeared this morning. Your investigation must have worried her and she fled. But it's of little import. The hired assassins will find her. That said, it would seem that she had the time to steal a document of great importance from my desk. If you are not able to return it to me quickly, I must consider that you have failed your mission, and our little agreement no longer holds. You will have to assure the protection of my dear niece yourself.
We will return it.
Here. It so happens that during our investigations into your favorites, we came upon the document you mentioned.
Marvelous. I imagine that you read it.
Of course, my dear uncle. And we are quite aware of its importance.
I assure you I no longer intend to make good on this agreement. That said, it would be a shame if its contents came to light. And if you desire the benefits of my protection, Sybil, it would behove you to forget all that you have read.
As long as you keep your promise, there would be no reason for us to reveal its contents, would there? Here, take it.
My brilliant and delicious niece.
Okay, now he's getting
I shall
creepy.
immediately let it be known that you are now under my official protection. And in order to prove my good faith, I'm going to discover the culprit who has placed a bounty on your pretty little head.
Thank you, Uncle.
Okay, and we can meet Sybil's
If your
parents.
highness permits, we shall leave.
As you will. You may go.
If it's of no inconvenience to you, I would like to pay a visit to my parents. There are things I need to discuss with them.
My poor Sybil. I have no idea how I would react in your circumstances.
Oh yeah, I agree there. He has gotten a lot creepier, and that is definitely concerning. Alright, let's make our way out of here. Where are they? Down there. Alright, it's a long ways to run, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. Next episode, we'll go speak to Sybil's parents and see what they have to say about everything. Till then, I'm Chester44, also known as Fly. That is Vridengeir. This has been a Let's Play of Greedfall, the Dying World, and I shall see you all next time.